I am Kharlo Manano, currently the Secretary General of Salinlahi Alliance for Children's Concerns, which is a member of the Task Force Children of the Storm. Right now, we are here at the headquarters of the Task Force Children of the Storm. The staff and volunteers of different organizations who are members of this task force are here preparing the medicines that we will be using for our planned medical mission. The Task Force Children of the Storm started in 2009, and this was formed by different organizations, namely Salinlahi Alliance for Children's Concerns, Association for the Rights of Children in Southeast Asia or ARCSEA, CRC, and Batibot, Early Learning Center, and Parents Alternative on Early Childhood Care and Development. In 2009, when Super Typhoon Undoy, with international name Kitsana, hit Metro Manila and other parts of Luzon, the task force seek the help of different organizations, private sectors, and individuals to gather relief goods such as food, medicine, potable water, and the basic needs for these survivors. So we gave these provisions to the different communities, particularly in Marikina and also in Quezon City. And aside from that, we also launched psychosocial activities for the children who were traumatized as well as their parents who were also affected by this disaster. Disaster after disaster, the task force continued its work. In 2012, the incessant rains caused by the southwest monsoon that hit most of the areas here in Metro Manila, we also responded to that disaster. During the first half of the year, when Typhoon Maring hit most of the communities here in Metro Manila and bolstered the effects of the southwest monsoon, a lot of communities were submerged in floodwater. And the response from the local government units and national government were insufficient and did not reach the victims in time. The task force, through its partnership with the private sectors and different individuals, is trying to fill this gap, the government's inefficiency and lack of response to the victims of the disasters. Just this November 8th, the Philippines was badly hit by probably the strongest super typhoon ever recorded in history. International name is Haiyan, but the Philippines will forever remember Super Typhoon Yolanda as the most disastrous typhoon that the Filipino people have ever encountered. Strong winds brought about by the Super Typhoon Yolanda caused storm surges in different islands in the Visayas, particularly in Tacloban, and that's in Leyte, and in Samar, where communities were submerged. Even Tacloban City, which is a very highly urbanized city, was not spared from the onslaught of Super Typhoon Yolanda. 9 feet of water submerged different hospitals, schools, houses, and 90% of the infrastructures in Tacloban were washed away. 10,000 individuals are feared to be dead, and still hundreds are missing, and this is because of the effects of the Super Typhoon Yolanda. After the devastation, relief and help coming from the national government are yet to be felt by the people in Tacloban and Samar. Typhoon Yolanda has left, but the long-term effects will stay with the affected families. Survivors are desperately in need of our help, from the basic provisions like food, clean water, and medicine, to helping them cope with the trauma and negative impact of the disaster to their lives. These families need to be reached out, and the task force Children of the Storm is counting on your big hearts. Aside from providing the basic necessities, psychosocial processing for the children is an immediate need, so we are planning to conduct this psychosocial intervention this December, as well as the medical mission for all those affected by the typhoon. We are planning to reach out 500 kids for the psychosocial activity, and about the same number also for the medical mission. We need your support, especially financial support, so that we can undertake this psychosocial intervention activities and medical mission for the victims of Super Typhoon Yolanda. For financial donations, you can send them through our XAS bank account, and this will be a great help for the children victims of the disaster for their psychosocial activity as well as medical mission. So we are counting on your big hearts to help these children and their families to cope and build a new life after the Super Typhoon Yolanda. Let us help them cope with the negative experience they had, and this can only be done if we work together through the task force and reach out to the different affected families and children in Samar and Leyte.